Okay guys, just wanted to show you some of the improvements that I've made to my pop-up. I changed all my outlets out to these USB style. They are the higher, I think it's the 5 amp or whatever, so they do charge pretty quick. And this outlet actually wasn't here. This is the rear bunk. I didn't have an outlet here. I added this in. And if you look over here, there's a separate outlet that runs directly outside to an outside port, so I can plug in my AC unit, which sits right up here. And then I just have a direct line for my AC. It's not running on the same power as everything else. Now over at this end, I have another electrical outlet with the USBs. That's the front bunk, the king size. And then down here, I have a third outlet inside, and this one has a night light in the middle. So at nighttime, it kind of lights up the floor. It's not real bright, but it lights up the floor enough so you don't trip. And then the item sitting next to it right there is a 12-volt outlet. I use that. I have a car vac that I use to vacuum the camper out from time to time, just if we get sand or anything like that comes in. I do have a child, and you know, they track in a lot. So now up top on my ceiling, everybody can see it has these, I believe, with a dome light, the older style campers. I got rid of the dome lights. What you see here, I got a fire detector, or smoke detector. That helps me out just in case there's an emergency. I'll wake up and not sleep through it. Over here, I've added in some battery operated LEDs. And those are just if I want to light up one side of the camper, maybe I need to find something, don't want to wake everybody up. This one right here, this switch, I added this in, and right down the center of the trailer, I have a LED strip that runs one end to the other. And I can tell you right now, this thing lights up the entire pop-up really well. Really well. It's like having some fluorescent lights in your camper, but they're not that ugly color. They're natural light, like a slightly warm color. And I also have a diffuser on them. You probably can't see that real well, maybe from an angle. And that helps diffuse the light so that it's not a bunch of dots. Alright, one more item. Hopefully this hasn't been too loud, but I have added a fan into my vent. I replaced the vent when I did the roof. And it has 3 speeds, and this thing is actually really amazing. It circulates the air very, very well. I also call it my bug vacuum, because at night I'll kick it on 3 and I'll point a flashlight right underneath it straight up, and I kid you not, it sucks all the bugs up to the screen, and then I just take a paper towel and wipe them up and they're gone, and my pup is basically bug free after that. It works awesome. Alright, we're going to continue outside now. I added this in here, and it's again a USB outlet, and this comes in handy at nighttime if we're sitting around the campfire and I don't want to put the phone in the camper. I can charge it right here, which is really nice. All of my outside lights have been changed to LED, and that includes that light as well as the side lights, marker lights, and tail lights. Replaced the trailer jack and repurposed the battery box to store away the wheel and the flat base for the trailer jack, as well as the security hitch lock, so that when I'm camping or rolling, I have the opposite items in those boxes, and then I've got the propane covers as well. Alright, over on this side, this is my main power in here. And I've got my water inlet right there. My drain out, this will be changing very soon. In the next 2 days, I've got a new one coming from Amazon, so I'm just waiting on that to show up. Heater exhaust, I've never actually used the heater. And then back here, this outlet is that's just for my AC, so I can run the AC completely separate from everything else. New countertops in, new faucet, well, old sink. Same sink. The sink was turned the other way, like long ways this way, which didn't leave any room back here for a faucet, and the faucet was over here, and it made it very difficult to work with. This one is a fold down faucet. Folds down nice and flat there, so I can take my entire unit and flip it over. Before I do that, I got this whole thing done, and then I noticed this corner was hitting over here, so I had to trim it. Fortunately, I had a piece of Formica I could just put on the end there, match it up. And then before I did all this, I made sure that I got in here and put some kills on the back side. There's my brackets, my hoses, everything's nice and tight, and put some brackets to hold that countertop in as well. And the whole thing is painted with kills, and that will eliminate any any moisture causing expansion and ruining the wood. So I want to make sure that that would not be an issue. The sink is of course sealed all the way to the Formica, and that is it.